In this great video from CCTV Camera World that specializes in IP cameras and PoE cameras, I'm going to show you how to view your IP camera or PoE camera over the network. Specifically, I'll be discussing how to use the Avalonix Premium Series cameras. So you can find these Avalonix Premium Series cameras on our security cameras page under the Avalonix Premium Series section where all these cameras are listed. So this video is about how to view over the web on the local network one of these cameras from Avalonix. I already have a camera on the network where I'm sitting with an IP address already assigned to it. I'm not teaching you how to find the camera on the network. I'm showing you how to view it over the web. It's for beginners who want to understand how to view the camera on Edge in Windows and install the necessary plugins if necessary. So I am accessing this camera for the first time. I typed in its IP address that's on my local network, and I get prompted with this login page and this message saying it's trying to open video web server. I'm going to hit open. And in the background, it does something. I don't see it, but now I'm going to enter my username and password to access the camera. You can find that, if you don't know what it is, on the box of the camera you received. And once I did that, it logged in, and I can watch the video coming from my camera. It's pretty simple. This particular camera happens to be a zoom and focus camera, so I can change its zoom. So I can move the lens. As you can see, it just skipped a little bit back as I told it to. And you can control zoom and focus cameras. You can hear audio, etc. You can do lots of different things with the web interface of these cameras. This video is just about how to access it. Like I showed you the IP address, using the username and password, and making sure that you click OK in that beginning prompt. Now, one other thing I see here, it says to use these functions, please download and install the plugin. On Windows, you will see this message. On Mac, you will not. And when I hover over it, you'll see it says Web Plugin on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to click that, and it downloaded the plugin, and I got this message in Edge. I'm going to click on these three dots and hit Keep. And then I'm going to click here and keep anyway. Because of Windows 10 and 11, they're really conscious about security. It becomes very difficult to even download a legit plugin and install it. So you have to go through these hoops, and that's why I'm making this video, to show you how to do that. Now it's downloaded. I'm going to click on it and run it. I'm getting these prompts on my Windows 10 machine, etc. I'm going to do run anyway, just like I did here. It installs the plugin, and it's all set. Now it asks me to allow this certificate in the background. Now these plugins, for them to run in a legit manner on Windows, they ask you to allow this certificate to run. And now I can view my camera with that plugin and have access to all those features like EPTZ, for example. This camera has something called EPTZ functions, etc. If your camera had two-way talk, or you want to download video segments, you need to install this video plugin. If you're not doing anything such as that, and you only are using the camera's web interface to view and hear audio, you don't need to install the plugin, and you can keep on using it. But I just managed to install the plugin, so now if I close this, so now I'm going to open up a new tab in an incognito window and type it in. And now I'm not getting prompted with that message anymore. And I can log in, and it doesn't give me that message to install a plugin anymore. Awesome. It even works in my incognito mode. If you're not familiar with what incognito mode is, it's a private mode. It doesn't keep a cache of your previous history. And I wanted to make sure it was working in incognito. A lot of stuff that I do it in incognito mode here at CCTV Camera World, so that I can access multiple different kinds of cameras with different firmware, etc. Now that plugin got installed. How do you find it? If you go to Start and go to Programs in Windows, It's very similar in Windows 11 as well. And you can type in web and see if it got installed in there, and you'll see it. You don't see it here. The reason for that is it's actually placed in another folder on the C drive. If you go to C:\/ and go to programs x86 and you scroll down, look for WebRec. And then under this torch folder, that's where that thing got installed. That web plugin got installed in there. And this version is 5.1. Sometimes if you have multiple cameras, you may encounter that one camera you can view and another you cannot. It could be because of firmware differences or just how your computer's browser is misbehaving. Web browsers are really not meant for continuous viewing. If you want to do that, use the Smart PSS software that we have for Avalonix Premium Series. Or if so here I'm going to show you the end goal is to standardize the plugin and bring it to the most recent version. Every so often we will put out an update for the preferred web plugin that's backwards compatible. So this camera has an older firmware from a year ago, and I want to delete this. So I went into the C:\program files, x86, WebRec, torch, and I tried deleting it. Sometimes it will let you delete it, and sometimes it will say it's in use. It says folder in use. It won't let me delete it. So how do you delete it? Well, you do right-click, you do Task Manager, and you're in this Processes view, and you scroll down and look for WebSocket. And I'm going to find it very soon here. I right-click and I do End Task, and it ended running. Now if I go back here and I hit delete, it deleted it. That's how you get rid of it. So that plugin now got deleted. So if I do incognito again, or in private window as Edge likes to call it, and I go into my camera, I will get prompted to install it again. You see here, trying to open video web server, because now it's trying to open it without the plugin. That's what this is. And then once I log in, it will tell me install the plugin on the bottom because it's no longer present. So I'm going to exit out one more time. So if you want to install that latest web plugin, you can ask us for it, download it, and once you have it, you download it into your downloads folder. I have it in a temp folder here. It'll be a zip file. You can double click on it, and on Windows, you just keep double clicking on it and then run this exe. You need to have administrator rights to be able to install it. If you don't, ask your IT administrator to provide you those rights. But this plugin is necessary for you to be able to not have to manage the different plugins with different cameras, different firmwares. This is the most recent version we put out. And once I did install it, it doesn't give me a success message. It just did it on its own. It's gone. The window's gone. How do I know if it's there? I go back into that C:\program files, WebRec, torch folder, and I see it now. It's 6.5. That's the version number. Before it was like 5 point something. So now I have the latest one. Now if I do incognito window and go back to my camera, I should not be prompted again to install a plugin or the video web server. It just pulls up fine and I can view my camera. So follow this path to standardize the web plugins when viewing your IP or PoE camera from CCTV Camera World. I hope this helps users out there who are using our Avalonix Premium Series. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email us. We're more than happy to help. Thank you for watching.
If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.